Hi, we're here at my garage, and we're ready to unveil the fuel tank for the 1983 Yamaha XJ900. If you'll remember from my blog posts, the fuel tank was about 2 years ago was taken off the bike and sealed by a local company, and they did such a horrible job that the fuel tank began to rust again. And it clogged up the carburetor, so the bike's in the shop right now having the carburetors rebuilt. The fuel tank was sent out to Fuel Tank Services in Florida to have the old coating stripped out and a new coating put in and have the tank inspected. George down there at Fuel Tank Services promised me that he could do all that work and not destroy the paint job. It's about $3,000 in paint on this bike. While it's not the super high deluxe showroom quality, it's a really good standard paint, and I had nightmares thinking that the coating process would ruin the paint again like it did on the first attempt. So let's take a look. Pretty impressive. I think hopefully you can see that indeed the paint has not been destroyed. Now the other thing that I like a lot about this is the liner has come right up to the lip of where the gas tank would, or the fuel cap would sit. The old lining company only took it right down to the bottom here. Let's see if I can get in and show you. Right down in here. And that's the first thing that started to rust, was from here up to the lip. This has been taken all the way up to the lip. Very, very impressive. Now the other thing that I like that they did is they but they smoothed out the surfaces where the petcock mounts, the fuel sending unit mounts, both are screwed in place and they have O-rings that seal it. The old ones didn't seal very well and I kept having a fuel leak. But with these new surfaces that have been taken down, I'm sure I won't have that problem. The other thing they did is they pressure tested the tank, and you can see right there and right there they found two places. As a matter of fact, you can read you might not be able to read it, but I can. It says rot pinholes in the tank, and there's another one they found right there. So after pressure testing it, they found three places where it had rusted through. That's probably something that I wouldn't have found if I had done this on my own. So to me it was very, very worth the $350 that it took to do this. When I told some of my vintage classic motorcycle buddies the cost, they thought that was a deal. This tank is almost impossible to replace. And if you did find one, it would probably have rust in it and you'd have to go through the process anyway. Again, very, very impressive in its work. So what we're going to start working on now is getting the sender and the fuel petcock installed. George gave me a way to do that, to make sure that it's sealed and that I don't have rust again. We'll cover that in the next video. Thanks.